when we miss the elbow, okay, we would just re-stab, right? So, or, go ahead, tag me. I stab, right? Come under, pop the elbow, give him the stick. Okay? So how we're going to practice this at first is she comes in. I'm actually going to put it in my waistband. Okay? You'll see this depicted in Faulkner. They'll start like this. Don't know why, but they do. Okay? As she attacks, I'm just going to bring it up, show the strike, and come down. Does that make sense? Okay, questions? Okay, this is pretty simple. So right here, catch, up, strike. Okay? If you want to tie it into the other one, she comes, boom, I strike, she passes it. Boom. I go to uppercut to take this. It misses, and that's it. Okay? Alright. See some eyes going, oh. Okay. But if you need to break it down to the simplest, just go here, block, loop, bang. Okay? I think y'all guys know this one. Have y'all done that one? No? Okay. So, she comes in, here, pop, bang. The end. Alright, play. Okay. This one's going to be pretty simple because we've done a very similar version earlier. She steps in, she goes here, we're at long range, and just hook over the arm. Reality, it's just like if she was attacking high, I'm aiming for hitting here, I miss and I hook, right? So she comes here, my goal is, yes, right into that joint, she's no longer able to fight me, right? But I ended up missing, and I just tweak it out this way. Instead of coming under, we're going over and pulling it up. Does that make sense? Push, pull. Okay. Now, a lot of times what will happen is, go ahead, you do this, and you're going to end up with two. Woo! So, it's a fun disarm you can get from there. You can play with. Then you end up, go ahead. Mantis. And you look like we play out of mirror. So, one more time. We block, we catch over, and we come like that. Okay? We got that? Okay. Go. So, now, cool thing because you're both more advanced. She comes here. I'm actually going to try to shoot her in the stomach. Oh, yeah. Because then that's going to come out anyway. With her gut. Ah, yeah. I'm not using it. Stretching out is also that good. Right here. Step, go in. There's the stab here. There's that. Yeah. I mean, always just out of throwing at everything. I hit them, I throw them into the ground. It's like my tournament style, right? After I hit them, I pummel them because they have to catch their balance. Yeah, I'm not carefully stopping it. Catch their balance. I know where against my side now. You start feeling really bad. I'm trying to stop it.
I'm going to practice it now. I'm going to defeat you.
Good, good. I want to be defeated.
If I don't get hit, you can't pommel me though, right?
Right. You got to get out pommel range.
See, already thinking past it.
Jump in?
Yep.
Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. So, step, turn it, turn that. There we go. Come over. Okay. So, Christiana comes over here. So, the idea of set points is in a fight, we're going to end up in one of these set points. So she stabs, and I end up here. We now have simultaneous stab, right? We have hook over the arm, right? We have come underneath the arm, right? We have elbow knock in here, right? So the idea is anything that comes on here, I need to have answers, right? Just we were in some sort of script like Carolina, like we're just wrestling around here. Boom, right? I now have a lock. See? And we were just in 50-50. I come over, I get a hold of it, I have a lock. Okay? Just a way of just feeding it from one part to the next. Okay? So, the last one is going to go back to one we did earlier. So she comes at me. I'm going to go here. As I come up here to do this little arm thing, her hand's going to come up. You want to see that? Because people are going to resist the pain. I'm going to use my forearm, and I'm going to stand up like that. Let me hurt him with this one. So Okay, so he stabs here. So I go here, right? As I come under, I start to do this. Notice what happened? He turned away from the pain, right? Right? Okay, so now I turn this, and I turn it like that. I'm so mean. Okay, I'll go nicer. Okay, so I'm here.
No.
You don't? Okay, you want to see the throw again. Okay. Okay, so from here, whatever reason I end up here, right? I turn this. I'm using the blade here. If I didn't have it, good. Okay, I want to go here. This would be how I'd use my forearm, right? I'd just secure the arm. I'd step here, and then he's going to go straight down. Okay. So, since I have the dagger, okay, I go here. I go to bring it. I go to move. Now, I just don't push here. You can. Perfect. Fine. I push and drag it toward his neck. Because why? Cut. Yeah, you should be like a sewing machine. Everything you do should put them either off balance or in danger, okay? We were here, he fired in, I went here, he has to deal with that, right? Then, right? Make sense? Okay, so let's go slowly. He attacks. Boom, okay? I dragged him, I did whatever. I get to this position. You can just start here, right? As I go to lift this, he lifts his arm up to avoid the pain. I take the horizontal hanging, and I push his arm just enough that he's back bend so he's off balance. Then we just stop with the drill. Okay. I attack him. Your turn. Let's switch it.
Do I do it again?
Okay. So from here, turn it, come underneath. Yep. And then as I raise up, yep, just like that. Okay, do it again. So I go here. He turns it. He pops it. It comes up. Yes, just like that. And you're just using that to push. Now, I want you to feed into my neck. Right here. I'm under here. Now push that. Yeah, now. Secure that. Yes, just like that. See how it's low on the tricep right there? So he's pushing me over. It's in my neck. I got to kind of get it out of my neck. Now what am I worried about? Dying in balance. Two things. And all he's worried about is what? Killing me. Pushing me down. Right? So, that's why we want to do it this way. Okay? Comedy of errors. He comes at me. I come at him, he passes it on the inside. I go to do this, he starts to turn to get out of it, right? I turn him and throw him that way. Does that make sense? It's just one thing feeding directly into the other. Okay, go slow, don't hurt your partner's shoulder, okay? I'm gonna jump you out because it's just that I'm trying to take his shoulder out. Okay, so this can be done independently, and Meyer does teach to do it independently, but I'm gonna show it independently, I'm gonna show it from a flow, okay? So he comes in and attacks me, right? But whenever I take him, he comes back that way a little bit. Anyone notice that? No, just the arm.
Just move it in.
Yeah. So I step in like that. So instead of going back at an angle, I'm going to go at it. See how I do that? I'm wrenching it out that way. Okay? So I start Meyer to do this one. So I go here, all right? And I go underneath, and I put my hands together. You know this one? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we're just going to go from here. Everyone recognize this one? Yeah, most people. Not you. You don't know nothing. So, right here, I go in Meyer. He comes. Right. That's one. You can also hook around the neck or pick his nose. Okay?
You can hook his hand as well too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want to though. You will
No?
get disarmed a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
Because if I come in, right, and I go like this, a lot of times this will strip out.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've noticed in play. So if y'all know it that way, so let's do it the other way. Okay? So he comes in, right? I go here, and then I slip. Okay? So I'm here, right? Okay? I then slip this hand underneath here. It's already pushing on his neck, right? I just now go underneath here, I've slipped, I'm here. Notice I step behind him, right? If this was a collie, we stabbed him actually in the hiney because it distracts, right? And I would just turn. Okay?
Peace out.
But, so, from right here, he comes. I come underneath, I turn, he starts to get a little busy with it. I slip underneath his wrist, hands are clamped, right? Shoulder to shoulder, I'm gonna relieve a little pressure. Foot's behind him, and then we just turn it. Does that make sense? Okay, so from here, we just slip our hand in between the V of the nook of his arm, right? We step in after our hands are clamped, and then we just pull them over. Well, we don't because there's not mats.
There's no shoulders.
No, please don't. It takes so long to recover from those. So, if you didn't have hands, I mean, if you didn't have a weapon, not hands, if you don't have hands, this ain't gonna work no matter what. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. We're now gonna do work from the shield series, okay? Shield or shield series is when you grip the dagger with both hands and you block with it, okay? It's a little bit like Joe's staff, if you've ever done that. But the idea is when you're in armor, because a lot of these techniques can be divided between armored, unarmored, dual versus street, okay? If we're in an armored duel, okay? We're in armor, we're like this, right? I want to protect my points, right? So I keep them all nice and tucked in. And then I do moves that keep everything as least exposed as possible, okay? So, shield though also works kind of like if you had a knife glove, right? Or a police baton, and you're catching them with it. You can kind of use both ends to strike. So, let me see yours. Yeah. I need one that's longer. Don't anyone make a joke. Okay, Christiana comes over here. Now, Christiana is going to feed me the number 1 like we've been doing for a while. I'm going to step into it and jam it. Now, the reason I want to jam it rather than wait is because if I go up to jam it, she's going to see it, do the deal where we fade and grab it. Okay? She'll fade up high, grab the weapon, and then she's just going to get me anyway. All right? So like do the shield. There you go. I'm going to go do this, even if it contacts for a second, like 1, 2. It's two-handed art, right? So instead of being able to pull that off, I go and yeah, I'm going to do that. She's going to drive into it, right? Ow! Fuck. Sorry. You had your revenge. Okay, good job. But yeah, so she drives into it, right? And that's how we're going to block it. If I backhand, she does the same thing. She steps with her right foot over here and drives it in, right? We have to get in close with this, okay? So as she feeds me, I step in. Also, this is free guard, if you like towel hopper, okay? So from free guard, she's an overhut, right? I just go wait for her to fire, bang, I slam in, arms fully extended. Why don't we do this? She'll drive down, or she has a million tricks we're gonna work on eventually to get through it. So I'm here, I'm like, come on, bang, slam. Okay? I just want you to practice that with your partner. Forehand, backhand a few times. Do 6, switch, and then we're gonna immediately move into the next part. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go.